Hi, this is Larry Trocha, and we're gonna school this gelding today. We've got him in a bit with a cricket in the mouthpiece, Rommel reins, braided Rommel reins, and this horse was originally trained as a cutting horse, and I'm switching him over to the Reined Cow Horse event. And so I need to change a few things on him. I don't want him working a cow the way a cutting horse works a cow, because he's really expressive and he'll really blow back and forth cutting horse style. And for the Reined Cow Horse, you need him a little more controlled, a little more framed up, a little more in the bridle. And his stops and turns, I want them to be more like a Reined Cow Horse than a cutter. You know, cutter, you want them stopping hard, but they don't need to be in frame the way a Reined Cow Horse needs to be. And same with the turn. I want him to kind of stay in frame as much as possible during the turn. You know, I want that pole low, and you know, him to look pretty controlled. I want him to look pretty darn controlled through that stop and turn. So if I have to fix him while we're working the cow, I'm going to do it. You'll see what I do. The rest of it is pretty much the same as training any other horse that's working a cow. You know, you want him to rate the cow, you want him to stop at the cow, you want him to stop straight, you want to have good body control and form and style. So you'll see me do that, and I'm going to work kind of all over the arena. Okay, I'm not going to work on just one fence. We'll change it up, and I'll just kind of explain what I'm doing while I'm doing it. So right now, you know, I'm mostly working on form and style. I want him to have the form and style of a Reined Cow Horse, not that of a cutter. Step up to this cow. So like I said, I've got a pretty mild bit on him, so that I can do this. I can frame him up with these straight up bumps, and you know, he'll kind of understand what it is without it scaring him. As he gets farther along, good, that was nice. As he gets farther along, I can use a bit that means more to him, and I won't have to correct him or remind him so much. Hi, I'm Larry Trocha, and I'm gonna pause this video for a few seconds to clarify some pretty important stuff. I want to make an important point here. You're not going to learn everything you need to know by watching a 10-minute YouTube video. You know, you're just not. And it doesn't matter how many of them you watch or how many different trainers you watch, you're not going to get the complete picture. And here's what's bad about that. You know, you'll learn a certain thing from a video, which is good. You know, there's some good YouTube videos out there, but you don't know when that particular lesson should be taught to the horse if preparatory work hasn't been done correctly. You know, when it comes time to train horses, you know, there's a step-by-step process. You know, he has to learn step 1 before you move on to step 2, etc., etc. And when you're watching a 5 or 10 minute YouTube video, all right, that video is taken out of context. You know, you really need to see the steps that come before, you know, that lesson is taught to the horse. And, you know, a lot of people are going to go, well, what's the big deal? Well, it is a big deal. And let me give you a good example. There's a trainer on YouTube, a good trainer, that his video is teaching the horse to stay in the spin. Now, he isn't teaching the horse to spin, he's just teaching a horse that already knows how to spin to stay in it, okay? And I'll get an email once in a while from somebody that'll say, Larry, look at this video, it's so great, you know, he's teaching this horse to spin. And it'll show, you know, the trainer demonstrates to keep the horse in the spin. He keeps, you know, spinning him and then backing him up, spinning him and backing him up. Well, all right, that's how you get him to stay in the spin, but that's not how you initially teach the spin. So these folks are trying to get their horse to spin by turning them and backing them up, turning them and backing them up. Well, all that does is cause the horse to bang his front legs together so he can't spin. And so that's the type of misconception that can happen if you don't have the complete picture, the step-by-step process. And, that's why, I've got complete training courses on my website that goes through, each step. You do this first, you do this second, you do this third. It shows you the whole program step by step so you don't, cause problems. And that's the only way you're going to learn how to take the pieces of the puzzle and put them together in the correct order to get the end result. The end result is a well-trained horse. And so, you need to follow the process of step 1, step 2, step 3, if you're ever going to get there. And I'll leave links in the description area below this video to some of my training courses if you want to check them out. Okay, let's get back to the video. Back him up, use my cow side foot to hold his shoulders in place, and then release. That was nice. Nice straight stop. He looked in there with his head. Real controlled turn. So I give him a little slack in the reins, put his head down if he wants. Let him know that that's good. Now I'm going to frame him up again. I want him to know what this upward bump means. Now I'm going to take him past the cow to encourage that cow to go the other way. Now I'm going to back my horse up, keep him in frame, turn him loose, and let him turn. See, I held him over there until it was time to turn, and then I just let him go. I released everything and allowed him to turn. Here we go. Cow side foot to keep him straight, hands to keep him framed up. Release my cow side foot, and then he knows he can turn. Cow side foot to keep his shoulders where they are. Release my cow side foot, let him turn. So that way, I can maintain a lot of control, put a lot of form and style on him. Cow side foot to break him off the cow. Good, see him check himself. He started getting too far ahead. Excellent. All right, so he's kind of got the idea. I think we're going to let it go there. That was a good lesson.
I hope you liked this video. If you did, go ahead and click that like button and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so YouTube notifies you when I upload a new video. Leave your comments and questions in the comment section below the video. Oh, and don't forget to go to my website and get that free membership. It'll give you access to all kinds of good stuff. You'll learn a bunch. I'll have a link to it down below also. Okay, that's all for now. Take care.